What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to yet another episode of our weekly So Rare and Sports podcast. We are batting practice. Before we get too far into tonight's episode, we got a good one for you tonight. A lot of controversial, kind of hot takes.
Ooh.
We might argue tonight. I don't know. We'll see. But before we get into all of that craziness, boys, how are we feeling this fine Monday evening?
Dude, we're feeling like it's Cyber Monday.
Whoa.
Ooh. Did you buy anything?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Absolutely zero things. But I do have a bid going on Damian Lillard. So I'm going to see if I can get my 50% off credit on that bid.
There you go.
So yeah,
okay. Do you want to talk about this right away?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's jump in.
So let's talk about this So Rare 50% off Cyber Monday deal that they're giving us.
Yes.
So I clicked on it maybe a few hours ago. I redeemed my 50% off bidding on the market bonus.
Wait, there's a place you have to click?
Mm-hmm.
It was just in my email.
What? You have to activate it from your email.
You have to activate it, yeah.
Oh, man.
I activated it. So I activated it in the email that I got. And went to go bid, and everything is going for about 45% higher than what it was.
Yep. I made the same observation.
So I think it's a win-win because people are getting cards. They're buying new cards so they can use them on, but obviously So Rare is selling these cards too with a quote unquote, oh, they're selling for this, but actually 50% off, they're selling what their floors are anyways. But that is the cards that are going off right now. I'm hoping that in the future meaning within the next like 12 to 16 hours is when my personal bonus expires from when I clicked on it, I think. I'm hoping that the bidding will slow down a little bit overnight. And these cards, once the game week has started, will get snapped up. And then after the game week started, the bidding will become less frantic. Maybe you can get some for maybe like 30% higher. But I mean, if you're bidding up 30%, but then getting half of that cut off, you're still, getting a good deal. So what I did is I put my max bid on the next Damian Lillard, which is expiring in 9 hours. So I'm gonna be sleeping. But I max bid exactly double what his So Rare floor is. Now, I don't know if that will stay or not because he could get bid up more since it's a new card. That floor could be his average floor with all of his cards, including his cards from last year. So if he gets bid up more, RIP, I need to get myself a Dame anyways for my collection bonus. But I will definitely be using this credit if I can tomorrow morning if I don't win that Dame. So what do you guys think? Are you using it? Did you put any money in? Are you just like, oh, this is irrelevant, whatever. I spent too much money on Amazon already today? Andrew,
all
you're
those things
nodding?
could be true.
So I was like looking at as you all the listeners probably know, I'm always one to read the T's and C's of this. And so to clarify with me, let's say, if I look on the auction, obviously if you go on the market, it's defaulted to ending soon. But I think for NBA, they obviously have listings. Here, I'll switch it to newly listed. So the longest active card I can bid on is going to end in 2 days and 21 hours. So I could still, as long as I bid in the 24 hours, I can, even though the auction will end on Wednesday, I will still get 50% off. Is that the way you're understanding it too?
That's what I believe, is if you put your bid in within that window. If the card doesn't end in that window, that's okay. But you have to put your bid in that window. I could be wrong about that, but either way, this podcast will be out after this bonus is gone. So liability removed. So I could be wrong with that, but what I'm saying is I'm still bidding on cards that are ending before my time period is up anyways. So who knows?
So I mean,
currently,
is this a strat? Like, so if I
was gonna say, I was
we
just
can
gonna
ignore
say.
this guy.
oh no,
We'll touch
man.
on him in a second. We'll focus on
Whoa,
Mr.
touch on him? Excuse
Grady
me?
Dick.
chill out,
Yeah.
Oh,
chill,
dude, shout
chill,
out Grady
chill.
Dick, who just got sent down to the G League.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Rip.
no. Wait, go back up. It
But
says
now
up to
could be-
it says 24 hours.
Yeah. So 24 hours. So if I place a bid, I'm kind of scared. Okay. So if
Yeah.
let's say I was like, I want to bid $100 on Mr. Dick. So I would get $40 off.
Oh, it's up to 40. It's up to $40. Yes.
Right. Yeah. 50. Because obviously I can't get, if I got a 50 off Wemby, hell yeah. I'm opening up that credit card. We're buying a Wemby. Even so, $40 off is still pretty incredible. Especially for some. So maybe the strat is actually to try to go after
Do you have a
some of these
K-mid?
cards that
Bobby, I see Bobby down there. If you want a Bucks stack.
Yeah, maybe the strategy is to find some of these cards, bid around like 15 to 20% above their floor, and hope it just holds for the whole 2 days. And then you're still getting that 40 to 35, 40% off.
Right. You're saving money. You're saving money by spending money.
Jalen Brown.
Strat.
All right. I'll do this after the pod.
Right.
I'll
let
everyone
bid?
know.
Okay.
All right. Actually, you know what? Well, here, let's okay, I want to get Williams? I don't have any rookies from this year. So let's see.
Dude, Grady Dick could be a great buy right now. Everyone's gonna be afraid that he got sent down to the G League, but
so another tier. So is this up to one card, or do I have $40 that I could theoretically spread across as many cards as I want?
Yep. Yes, second answer is right. It's across as many cards as you want. Now, if he's selling for $4.24, hypothetically, if you max bid $100, he shouldn't go for more than $8 with the 50% off.
Will the podcast be out because you might get bid up?
It will be out.
Oh,
so maybe you should hide that serial number.
I'm gonna bid.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, bid like 6. Okay, whatever.
No.
Because if you bid a little bit up, then it'll still be like under. Well, yeah, okay. He sold for $262.
So this is the inflation we're talking about. So yeah, so this person spent $6. They really spent $3. And I guess Sorare gets the difference. Yeah. So if
they claim their credit,
right.
It's true.
So I spend $4, and if I go ahead and do this, so I'll have a remaining credit of $38. Okay, and we'll go do this live. Everyone can see my passcode, at least how many characters it is. There we go. So I have my max bid in. So So essentially, you bid $2 and they matched your bid. Is what happened. Right. Yeah. Think about it that way.
The way they worded it is kind of strange, but essentially they're matching your bids up to $40.
Right.
Which
50% off just sounds
damn
better.
Good. Yeah, it does.
Yeah. But it's okay. Well, there we go. For the listeners, we're on Sorare and Andrew's bidding. Live bidding. I mean, recommend watching, but hey, if you can, it's all good. I listen to a lot of podcasts. Dang, honestly, our camera's blocking it. But do you have anyone in mind? Are you starting a rare team? Do you
So, guys, the big news for me, I sold him out.
Oh,
I got $95 for him.
Wow,
very, very good reward. Guess I could have got $98. That's all right. You always, but he was a reward that I won, and. Let's see. I won him right around this stretch. And can you guess when I decided not to list him? Or when I first was able to play him? It was this game right here. Game week 5.
23.
It's tough.
Yep. So then we wrote him back. He's now performing.
Wow, he hasn't
not
put
as
up
good.
That one little injury, yeah.
And I still have one. I was mostly using him for the in-season tournament, which is going to wrap up. Probably jokes on me if they'll announce version 2, and then I'll be upset that I sold him. But yeah, so now I have this ETH balance And again, I don't know what I want to do with it. All the things you said are good ideas. But yeah, maybe I'll use my credits to start building a nice rare team. Maybe I'll bid on Mr. Chokehold himself. Go after a nice Rudy Gobert.
Yeah. Rare.
Dude,
Build a rare team.
Yeah.
you could really build up your little pyramid scheme and just buy a bunch of cheaper cards for 50% off
Ooh, and then flip them.
and then flip them. Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
Okay. Okay. I'm
Spread
starting
out
with
your
Josh
40
Giddey.
bucks. Spread out your 40.
You're gonna be bidding so many cards after the podcast.
Spread out your 40 bucks over like 15, 20 cards. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
these
was
are the
kind of
steps.
curious, like how that would work in terms of if you bought a card. Theoretically, it should be less than what they're actually going for. So just how easy or hard would it be to buy a card and then resell it for more than what you bought it for? But then I checked all the prices and everyone was going for 1.5x what they normally go for. And I was like, oh, okay, you're not getting as much of a deal, I guess. But
Yeah. It is
all
funny.
right.
Like they literally took the credit and then that's just what the floor is. So yeah, so
Yeah.
maybe if you look beyond today, then maybe that's where the deals lie.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's true. That
I'll
is,
keep you
and I didn't
posted.
realize that. I thought I had to be within the window, but it's just if you bid. So that's good to know.
These are the strats you come to us, although it will be
Exactly.
useless knowledge. Yeah, so don't if you see a bid coming through with my name on it, well, if you want to outbid me, go for it, but you'll probably end up paying more than you should.
He didn't actually max bid $100, so you can't bid him up for fun. As fun as
True.
that would be to Chris Flexen you, because someone else deserves to get Chris Flexen.
That would be funny. Yeah, if I just bid up a card and then you didn't know what my max bid was, so you
Yeah,
could
right.
you could potentially actually end up holding the bag yourself if you thought
Oh,
my max
yeah.
bid was 50.
You're like
you put
playing
in
chicken
60.
with your max bid.
Yeah, that'd be
Yep.
fun. That'd be fun.
Wow, Black
Should I
Friday
do that right now
or
with this
Cyber Monday. I
BAM
mean,
this
Cyber
BAM
Monday.
unique auction?
do it.
Yeah, Bam Unique.
So so
Um,
right now the bid is at $550 to Mr. Billy Jackson. Probably has a reserve bid. But no, I'm not going to play that game with uniques.
I'd be willing to bet he's not going to be the one that wins it.
Probably not.
I think that's a safe bet. I honestly didn't think we would get anything for Cyber Mondays. So I saw that email and I was like, oh, this is cool.
They listen to the pod, guys. We were talking about it.
It's true. It is very true. Wow. We started off just jumping right into NBA, so we might as well just keep going with Sorare NBA, right?
Keep going.
Keep cooking.
Yes, sir. Well, the thing about NBA is it's the only sport going on right now besides soccer. And like when I'm sitting here at night and I have nothing to watch, I'm throwing on NBA games all the time now because it's so rare. I shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
It's the only sport to watch on a consistent basis. You can say football, but football's on 2-3 days a week. But
Same with
yeah,
hockey.
so it's been fun because it's so rare, dude. I'm just saying. Same with hockey. No so rare hockey yet. I don't know if there's enough demand for that.
And I don't know if we talked about it on the pod, but so I know we've obviously talked about the courts themselves, but one thing that I do think is cool about the courts is when I do turn on a random NBA game, I instantly know if it's in season tournament game versus because of how the court looks versus just a regular game. So they got me. They went ahead and just made like the weirdest courts ever, but I can tell instantly whether
You're not wrong.
it's a tournament
That
game
is
or
very
not.
true. That is a
So
good point.
I do think that's cool, and I didn't realize that when we were first looking at it or even talking about it last week. But yeah, like Jacob said, I do find myself watching a lot of NBA now, and
Yes, sir.
there's lots of in-season tournament, which kind of easy to tell with their weird courts.
Agreed. That is a very, very good point. Well, we got some So Rare NBA updates actually. So I think we're gonna jump right into those. I see the one highlighted on the dock here, and this came to as a surprise to me. I didn't know this was coming. I saw it in soccer, I think first.
Yeah.
But then I was setting my lineups today. I went over, clicked on training, and all of a sudden it said
Ugh.
generate training lineups. And I was like, yes, click, done. It was like 3 seconds. I got my 10 training lineups or however many it made, and I moved on. And that was the highlight of my day so far. What an
Yeah,
update,
I
though.
mean, so we got the entire court report.
Oh yeah.
Don't skip over its rhyming name. Come
It's
on.
true. I
They
know.
did so hard. They went so hard with that. The court report.
True.
Or if you're like good old Comedy Central days, the core report, the Colbert report.
Mhm.
Dude, my training lineups were set in a matter of 3 seconds, and it was great. And that's why I went
Amazing.
onto our document here for the podcast and highlighted that
Yeah.
specifically because I was like, no way, they actually did that. And then I immediately went to Sorare, set my training lineups, went back, highlighted the thing. So
Guys, do you know how
yeah.
many training lineups I set or I was setting?
How many?
Could be a
Oh,
LeBron
wait,
jersey.
wait.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
oh,
I think mine is 13. So mine's LeBron minus 10.
Yeah. It was manual to go and set these lineups. Uh, Obviously, like if you wanted to do it the most properly, and let's say you only have three out there, you maybe should do it where if you have like a let's say I did win Mr. Dick the rookie, and I know he's gonna be good in the future, and I want to boost his XP now. Um, I would go ahead and put him with my top tier commons since the more points your training lineup gets, the more XP the player gets. Generally, like if you're just clicking on, you're gonna set like it goes through your gallery. It's usually sorted by L10. So you'll put all of your generally like 30, 40 guys together, 20, 20 or 20, 10 guys, and then so on and so on. You theoretically should mix that up and put your like 5 or 10 point average that you want to get higher XP on, but no one was doing that. I wasn't doing that. I wish, part of me wishes like this, if I was to request one more feature with this, and I am so appreciative of it because it does save me so much time. I would love the ability to like tweak how my car, like honestly, a random would be kind of fun. But it is kind of how I was doing it before. And it takes me like a one button click instead of I don't even know.
Yeah. Oh, I can't complain. I can't complain. It's the court
yeah,
report, man. That's the number
It's
one thing.
great.
That's why they put it number one on the list, and that's why
makes
we
sense.
highlight it.
But that is not all from the court report. We got
Well,
a pretty good amount of things actually. Going on to the next thing, we have harmonized card pages. Consistency is key. We know how So Rare loves homogenous things. It says enjoy a seamless experience as card pages now display uniform information across all sports. Again,
Finally.
I know it's another one of those things that you don't really think about, but everything was different for each sport, and now that you see it, it's all the same. It's kind of like, why was it different in the first place? So it just makes sense. It's another step in kind of conforming all of the sports together, not together, but making it all the same throughout each sport.
yep.
So Nash,
Makes sense.
let me ask
Yes.
you this. You were an early on new UI update hater.
Ooh,
On record.
it
You were a
was.
hater.
It was.
Let's say that was a 0 out of 10 experience back then. What do you feel about it now?
I'm gonna say I'll give it I'll say 6 out of 10 now.
Okay. Okay.
It's definitely improved. As with all change, you eventually get used to it. I will admit that. I still find myself clicking in the wrong place sometimes. And maybe I'm just dumb
Sounds like a you
and a
problem.
boomer. I don't know. Andrew's agreeing with me there. I saw some head shakes. So, um,
Sounds like a you problem.
I don't know. Like sometimes I want to look at my live lineup or look at a past lineup, and I go to play, and I go to live, but then my lineup's not there, and I don't know. I still think it could be better, but it's definitely I've gotten more used to it, which makes sense. I still
So
don't.
Josh,
I don't know.
so
Yes.
let me ask you this. Like when you are looking for your lineups, obviously like you could put the like knowing how they're doing that, or like that's one maybe thing you're looking for, how maybe your friends are doing, how you're doing relative to previous weeks. Where like what would you say is your number one kind of feature that you would want to see in a checking how your lineups are going?
Um, I like the live feature, but I think it should include more. Um, like it has my lineups there, and I can go back and forth, but that's it. It also tells you games, which I like. I
But
don't
that's
know. I
it.
just
But
feel
also,
like, but then I go to play and I can't see my lineups anymore because it's the
Mhm.
next game week. I don't I don't know. I don't know why it's just different, and I'm still getting used to it, I guess.
Stubborn. Nah, he's stubborn. That's the final
I
answer.
mean, who
My
isn't
final
though?
answer.
I think every person has
Hey, if you
experienced
make a wrong
change that they
click,
were not a fan
just
of.
make a right click.
I'm getting better. I'm getting
If you
better.
make a wrong click, just make a right click. Maybe you got to make 2 right clicks after that. But then,
I I still I agree with Josh. I feel like when I'm using the Sorare website, it's like going through a corn maze, and that's not how I should feel. Like I should know like where to go. It should be intuitive, and it's not. To be honest, like it maybe this is their end game. They make the experience so poor to build lineups and check how they're doing on the web that you just use their damn app, and
That's true.
you go and open that up. Because to be honest, I love the app. The app is way more intuitive than this is. So maybe that's Nicola's secret plan for all of us, to just get us to use the app by making the web experience so poor.
I wouldn't
See,
say it's
like to
so
me,
poor. So poor would be not working. I think it could use improvements, absolutely. Some UI improvements. I wouldn't say it's poor.
I mean, yeah, if your baseline for poor is it not
That's an
working,
insult to the I like
I
that
mean,
makes me feel bad for the devs, man. For the people
well,
working on the website.
it's not the devs. The devs are the ones that are just going and building. I would, yeah, I'm throwing some shade at the product team maybe. Actually, it's not really the product; it's the UX team. And I can say that with a little bit of professionalism because that is something I do professionally. But
You do.
again, like good design is not supposed to be a maze. And it's funny because there have been past iterations where I will acknowledge like it was harder up front, but then I did learn it. But this one, for whatever reason, it's just very confusing. Maybe just the lack of buttons. Everything is just like a banner, and everything is just black. That it's kind of hard to distinct. Like it kind of just fades into it. We're not here. We're not here to. This is not a
Okay,
design
well
interview.
let me ask you this then. For a new user coming to the platform, which is their goal, is to grow the platform with
Mhm.
many more users that don't exist today. Coming and seeing this, and you have to learn this new UI anyways, wouldn't you just get used to it like that? You didn't have a former Sorare experience. We've had 18 different websites that we've had to use, and now 17 million different app updates that we've had to use. They finally just added buy now or whatever.
Right.
Um, as a new user, hypothetically, this could be
Yep.
like a totally smooth experience. Maybe not. I don't know. Do you think if you were a new user with ESPN, you'd be able to sign up for a fantasy league in 3 clicks and be like good to go? I don't know. I'm not a new user to ESPN either, so I don't know. I'm just trying to provide another point of
Yeah.
view on the website
I would love,
debacle
honestly,
debate.
we signed up your dad. One of our most
did.
viewed YouTube videos was us signing up your dad. I think if we
Still
dropped
is.
your dad on this website today, oh my god, he'd be demonstrably confused. Like, and that is nothing against your dad. Like, hell,
No.
my tech savvy sister, or honestly, some other like
Haley.
my friends that play fantasy sports. I don't. It would be a lot of coaching for me to point them where they need to go. Now, granted,
But that's not your job. I'm not saying that you need to teach them. I'm just saying someone is coming to this platform naturally, signing up. If you did that, like, obviously you wouldn't be the best teacher if you don't like it how it is to begin with.
I mean, I think my opinion aside, but to be honest, I think it would be a lot harder to teach this than it would be some other websites or other even past iterations of how they've gone about it. But yeah, no, I'd be very curious what the new users are seeing. But yeah, to me, it's not very intuitive. The only thing I think it does a really good job of, at least on the football side, is it highlights some of the other paths, like their Premier League tournament or custom leagues or rivals. It's not just about the pro competitions, but beyond that, I think the experience of finding and looking at how your lineups are doing could definitely be improved. And hey, that's what they're doing with these court reports. They're going and testing out new things. So maybe that'll be a future court report.
Yeah, I mean everything else in the court report's pretty minimal, but one of the points it does say improved UI. Crafting your lineup is now more engaging than ever with improved UI. But the UI that they're referring to are stats and stuff that they have alongside your players, which is great.
Right. Yeah.
If you can find your way to that page. If you make 3 wrong clicks and you've dug yourself a hole too
It's
deep,
true.
you might never
You're
come
lost.
out and be able to find that page.
Nope.
But improved UI is referring to how, like, once you click on your players, you can see a whole lot more. Like, picture Sorare 3 years ago playing football. You were just clicking on your cards and then hitting submit. There was nothing else.
It's true.
No,
So
I will 100%. Like, back when I first started playing Sorare football, I had to use Sorare data. I was also using Transfer Market. I was also using FIFA.
Yep.
And a couple other websites, because that info, the only thing on Sorare was the price of the card. You didn't even know, like, the average was barely there. You didn't know if they were hurt, suspended, anything like that. So I will say, like, as much, I will shout out the team when they do a good, like, the actual player and what information is relative about that person is so much better than it was 3 years ago. And I love the effort they put towards that, and I hope that they put the effort towards making the lineup. The lineup building is good, but just the process of going and following and submitting lineups probably could be better.
Agree.
Yeah, I mean, some of the UI things are mentioned above too, where you can see people that are online. That was definitely a thing already, was it not?
Yeah.
No,
you
it
can.
was,
So
it was
when you're
like
looking
how
at their
long
club,
it takes to
okay,
respond.
yeah, okay. So now you can see if they're online or offline. You can also see a player's date of birth, so that's kind of cool. But
And social security number.
hey, wait, why? OMG, you can see a
I thought
player's
the
date of
same
birth
thing.
in basketball.
And they
must be
highlighted a
doing.
certain age group.
They must be doing something with ages if they're putting basketball players' birth dates in their player sections. So U23 comps, keep your eyes peeled. That's a little foreshadowing. And then also some in-season tournament UI updates as well. Nothing crazy. So there's the court report. I like it. I hope we get these more often, because then it creates free content for us.
Exactly.
And Josh,
Andrew
do you
made me
have
an
Sorare
offer.
up? Do you have Sorare up right now?
I do. I actually got a notification on my phone.
There we whoa. See, okay, these are great feet. See, I can see that Josh is online. I just made him an offer.
Ooh,
Terrible offer.
Ooh.
that's
Because
an
I'm
offer that
curious.
I cannot refuse.
Here, does it give you text options to send me back a message, whether you accept or decline the trade?
So this happened to me the other day. Someone made me an
Oh.
offer and I clicked. I think I just straight up rejected the offer because it was too low. I didn't feel like making a counter. It was for Dame, so I didn't want to sell him in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And it gave me preset list of reasons why I was rejecting the offer. I
Yes.
think at first I clicked the offer was too low. Then he immediately counter offered. And I was like, okay, well, what do I say now? I should have been a little more upfront the first time and said, well, I don't want to sell him because it's Dame. So then I rejected it again and said, well, I think it was like I used this card in my lineups or something. Here. I play the card in a lineup is one of the offers.
Perfect.
See,
Easy.
there we go.
Okay. Here's a very small detail that I will give Sorare. I'll give them their flowers for. Andrew offered me a money offer. So the I only want money option is grayed out and I cannot select it. I
Oh
like
yeah.
little things like that.
Oh
That's
yeah.
good.
Oh yeah.
He
Uh
offered you
I'm
money.
I'm
You
gonna
can't
go with
lie.
the offers too low. How about that?
Okay.
Reject.
And
Is
there
there
we
one
go.
that says the
Josh.
offer is too high?
Josh
Like,
There was
rejects
I
not.
feel
offer.
There's
bad. Like, he's not worth that much.
exactly. No, unfortunately, we'll see if they add options. Obscure things could come up that you need to reject an offer for.
Yep.
I think it should just be a free text.
Oh God.
Actually, that's a
Bad.
terrible idea. Well,
That's a bad idea.
how toxic is the SoRare community?
Well,
Worse
Guess
than
we would
Rocket
find
League.
out.
look at the Discord. We'll
Worse
mention
than
that in a
Rocket
sec.
League? Ooh, now that is a take. Is SoRare community worse than Rocket League
Just
community?
let's look at the Discord because we'll
It's
talk
true.
about this.
It's true.
Let's watch Jalen Brunson first, and then we can
Let's
talk
watch
about this.
Jalen
Yeah.
Brunson.
Yeah. Speaking of Jalen Brunson, did anyone watch the Knicks versus Heat game the other day? The Knicks were losing by 21 and
Oh
came
my
back to win it.
God.
And I watched the entire thing.
Let's go.
Because it was on. I think it was the night after Thanksgiving.
Yes, it's Friday the 24th, according to Google.
And the Knicks came back like insane, and Jalen
That's
Brunson
awesome.
led them. But who's
Wow.
sharing their screen here? Which
I
one
can
of
pull
you?
it up.
All right, let's see
There
it.
we go. Do you think our boy
Uh,
John is part of this interview? Shout out to John.
It's AI.
It's not real. He's not real.
Couldn't it like almost?
You're at
it
this
does
flat?
kind of look. It looks kind of fake.
Nah, it's just because it's a so rare jersey. How do
Okay,
we feel about these
wait,
kits? How do we
wait.
feel about these kits?
Yeah.
I think it's like a 3 out of 10.
I don't like
Me-
it.
me too.
It kind of looks like. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to sound like I'm dragging soda through the mud tonight, but it kind of looks like a child designed it.
Oh man. That's
It could
mean.
be. It could be so good. It could be.
I
Yeah.
But like
think
the
the Sorare needs
blue,
to be it needs to be a little bit higher.
the like patch
Numbers on the
here.
front, like a basketball uniform without the number on the front, is just a strange look. The patch
Yeah.
looks a little crooked. Hey, you know what? It's for a video. It's not like they're
That's true.
giving these out or anything.
Wait,
So-
would you want it if they gave it out to you?
Oh,
though?
absolutely, I'd wear it.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, that's no question right there.
Okay.
All right,
Well,
let's listen.
these are coming to the club shop,
right,
but
send
you
it.
aren't able to do it.
Let's watch our boy Jalen. Oh. We got no volume here.
You can't hear it.
Nope.
I mean,
It's
the
all right.
volume's on, so
You have to share with volume. Do you know how to zoom?
I don't know how to zoom.
Yeah, you have to unshare, then share with volume. Or we can do our best. Jacob, you can narrate what he's saying.
Oh, yeah.
That's also a fantastic option.
I could.
And they do have subtitles on, which are pretty helpful too. Wait,
It's
while
literally
Josh
just a box you click after share screen.
while Josh is pulling it up, Jacob, do you watch your TV with subtitles on?
Ooh, so TV, no. If I'm watching sports, absolutely not. That's nuts.
Yeah, that's
I think sports without sound is better than sports with
Dang it.
subtitles
Nope.
because you can't
Okay.
see it.
In the next lock.
There you go. But if I'm watching Netflix or something, unless it's if it's in a different language, then
Squid
nah.
Games.
I feel like I pay attention too much to the subtitles, not the content.
That's fair.
So
You're too busy reading.
yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right, so this is
Controls
Jalen Brunson,
music.
rapid fire questions. So rare.
Me.
Besides your own, which player's SoRare NBA card would you like to collect?
Steph Curry.
Who was your favorite NBA player growing up?
Steve Nash.
Name an
Hey.
athlete you love to watch from another sport.
Jalen Hurts. Eagles.
What's your favorite road
First
team?
name basis.
Chicago.
What is your
Nice.
favorite NBA jersey from any era?
The black or blue old Sixers jerseys.
Outside of the US, where in the world would you like to play an NBA game?
Anywhere in Australia.
Describe your game day style in one word.
Aggressive.
Oh, okay.
Who
Hey,
controls the music in the next?
that was the first question. Okay,
There we
because I was
go.
kind of talking was who controls the music, and he said me.
Me.
yup.
And then the
Me.
last question was, what's your play style? And he said aggressive. So I
Oh,
think that
man.
fits. That was fun. They need to do more of and they did do another one. I hope they do more of these because that was great. I think Brunson is spot on. I
Yeah.
think those Sixers jerseys are great. The Carmelo
The-
Anthony jerseys.
No, the AI, dude.
Or sorry, AI jerseys. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The AI.
I'm thinking now if you're talking Melo, those Nuggets jerseys, that's what I was thinking of. But no, the
Fair.
76ers AI jerseys. I'm not
Mhm.
talking about the game. I'm talking about practice, batting practice.
Heyo.
Nice.
There we go. Well, I guess
Yeah, I
we
wonder
should talk
who-
about baseball a
who-
little bit, right? Real quick.
Who's giving that interview?
John? It wasn't.
Is it?
I don't know.
No, I don't think it was John.
It was me. It was AI.
Yeah. AI for sure.
It was AI. It doesn't matter. Let's
It's
talk
all right.
baseball.
Talking
Let's talk baseball. What's happening in baseball, man? It's the off season. Nothing's happening in the off season.
The stove
Except
is
for
heating
the
up.
best player in freaking MLB history is going to where? The Braves? What? Ohtani to the Braves? According to
You know,
John Morrissey, so rare insider.
I think Ohtani will be linked with every team except the Brewers this offseason.
Facts.
I think he
That
has
is-
been. Yeah.
pretty much.
And maybe the White Sox.
Yeah. Oh, the White Sox. Oh
Yeah.
man. But yeah, this time of year is a fun one for the MLB. This is where the hot stove really starts to heat up, and we'll probably see some big moves, some big names being signed over the next couple months. We already have had some pretty big names signed. So we'll get into that a little bit. But first, the big name, Mr. Shohei Ohtani. Where is he going? Who's he signing with?
1, 2, 3. Dodgers.
Orioles.
Braves. Wait, sorry. I changed that.
Orioles?
Fair.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't change that.
No, I'm sticking Braves. I didn't mean to say Braves, but I'm going with it.
Wait, where did you change it to?
You can't change it.
No, I'm not changing it. I'm sticking
But
Braves.
what were you going to?
Dodgers.
Okay.
He's a West
Yeah,
Coast boy.
Big money team, West Coast boy wants to play with Japanese. Or sorry, he wasn't the one that said that. You seen Yamamoto
Mm-hmm.
could join him as a Japanese link up in LA. Hot take. Maybe that won't happen. I don't know. Could
Do you think
send him to the
that
Mets with
Yamamoto's decision has any influence on Ohtani's decision or vice versa?
yes.
Okay.
Because Yamamoto directly said that he wants to be on a team with other Japanese players. And I think that's sick because
Makes sense.
there's a little like, it's like FIFA back in the day when the countries get those those green links, you know?
True. Very
So
true.
green links in baseball. Who needs a translator when Shohei is your translator? I'm just kidding. He still uses a translator.
Unless the Cubs they get
That's the
Senga,
problem.
they go for Yamamoto, and they get Shohei, and it's
And they got Suzuki too, and now it's like,
yeah.
holy cow.
Yep. It's
Andrew, you said the Orioles.
Yeah, that's a hot take.
I saw a TikTok, guys. I watch a lot
Oh,
of TikToks.
he's been watching the
truth
talks.
comes out.
And I don't know, there was a shadowy figure that looked to be about Shohei Ohtani's build walking near Camden Yards. This was filmed early this morning or
Was
late
it
last
Bigfoot?
night. I mean, I don't know. It was a person that
It was the
athletically built.
Sasquatch?
You know, honestly, a Sasquatch might be more likely to be spotted near in Baltimore than Shohei Ohtani, but that does not mean that what I saw was not real.
He took one step in Baltimore, looked up and said, New York is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's like, I'm not in the right place.
Baltimore has the first Guinness tap room that opened outside of Dublin. Fun fact.
Yep. The one in Chicago finally opened. Opened.
But it's number 2, though. It's number 2.
I know. I haven't got to
Baltimore's
try
OG.
it because it was never open, even though it says to be open last year. I'll be back. Hey, Ohtani to the Orioles. I like it. I like a hot take because so far it seems like the Dodgers and the Braves are in the lead. And then
at least it's not the Cubs.
The Cubs are sneaking. I was going to say, and the Cubs are sneaking in there too.
Yeah.
Who has more of a chance to sign Shohei Ohtani? Your Milwaukee Brewers or the Las Vegas Athletics?
Athletics.
All right. Okay. Cool. We have a -% chance of signing.
All right. Here's what happens. 2 years from now, Brewers make a push, prospects pan out. They're killing it. They bring up Churio. Churio's great, but they don't need him. They're making a playoff push. You know what? This is the year we're selling out. We thought we were rebuilding. We're not. We're trading Churio for a rental Ohtani. I don't think the A's have anyone that could do that. I think the Brewers have hypothetical trade positioning in the future that could somehow bring him to Milwaukee. I think the A's just don't have that. But that was so. I mean, they just drafted. Who is it? Is it Jacob Wilson? Is that what his name was? Yeah, Jacob Wilson, who they just drafted. So hopefully they can have some prospects that pan out. But I don't know. I feel like he has a better chance at Milwaukee. It's 29 and 30. It's 28 is the Brewers, 29 is the A's, 30 is the White Sox. He's not going to the White Sox. I still maintain that.
Fair enough. Well, our last little baseball we'll touch on. We've talked about Yamamoto a little bit already. They're expecting a decision from him within the next couple of weeks. He has until January 4th, I think it is.
A while.
But they said most likely he will make a decision before that.
Yeah.
He's currently meeting with all sorts of different teams. Your usual suspects are the front runners. We all know this. But today, a pretty big name on the market was signed to your favorite team, the St. Louis Cardinals. And the Cardinals have put together one of the strangest pitching staffs in recent memory.
It's going to work.
You think it's going to work?
If
I saw the average age was 36.
It's going to work, and it's only reason it's going to work is because the offense is going to come back. Contreras is going to come back. Goldschmidt's going to come back. Arenado's going to keep killing it. And then the pitching staff will be there. Will be there to hold it up. Yeah. Cardinals are making moves, man. They're doing better than the
Yeah.
Brewers are.
Oh, absolutely.
The Brewers are
Yeah.
like the Cardinals are signing people, man. They're actually having fun. Sonny Gray. Hey, I'll take him. I'll take him playing against the Brewers more for my so rare team.
Dude,
That's
3
3
years for
points.
75 million is crazy.
That's 25 mil a year.
That's
for
crazy.
Sonny G, good immaculate grid player now.
That's true. He's run the gambit a little
5
bit.
or 6 teams, I want to say now.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just a pure hypothetical. No data to back this up. But are pitchers pitching longer? Is that like I don't like when we were kids, I don't remember 39, 40-year-old pitchers. I mean, maybe Bartolo Colon, who's still, I think, pitching. I forget where, but I'm pretty sure he still is. But the whole idea,
Yeah, in Saudi Arabia.
yeah, that's right.
Yep.
With
Yep.
Verlander and
Clemens
Kershaw.
pitched to 44.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like it's the average age or the average career length, I would guess, is slightly longer now compared to, let's say, 15 years ago. So you are seeing pitchers pitch into a later age. Obviously, like Jacob's looking up right now, we did have some players back in the day.
Yeah, Schilling
throw.
pitched until 40.
Yeah.
Looking up
Okay.
Pedro Martinez. I
don't-
think you're just
Recency
seeing the
bias.
pitchers now and are attributing that to what you see now. Pedro only pitched 37, but he pitched for 17 years because he started when he was 20. I mean, that's incredible.
Right.
Yeah.
I would also argue that pitchers are pitching better into an older age.
Right.
I think we're
There
seeing
you
less
go.
of a
Yeah.
fall off
Yeah.
in our older pitchers than we did in the past. And whatever you can attest that to, I'm not entirely sure, but I don't know. It would scare me a little bit going into a season with an average age of your pitching staff being 36. Relying on that for a full season is scary to me. I'm assuming they're going to go out and get some more depth pieces to kind of bolster that lineup and their bullpen just in case. But I don't know. Good for them for making signings, but it would scare me a little bit if I was a fan of their team.
You only need to win 1 year, that's if it works out for them. I mean,
That's
a
what
lot
I'm
of these,
saying.
I mean,
Ohtani
Sonny
to the
Gray-
Brewers.
I know Garrett Cole won, but Sonny Gray had a phenomenal season. He was
Mhm.
definitely in the Cy Young contention. The Cards just picked up a pretty dang close to Cy Young candidate. I don't even know. Is there a better pitcher on the market besides him? I mean, I guess if you count Ohtani as a pitcher,
Yeah.
for argument's sake, we'll ignore Ohtani. I guess, Yamamoto would be a better example. But I don't know.
And the only
Pitching
other one
talent-
I would think of is Dylan Cease.
Mm,
But like
Our-
even still compare like if we're basing it off of last year alone, Sonny Gray, what was he number 2 in Cy Young voting? It was something crazy
up
like that.
close.
Yeah. Top 5 for sure, yeah. So I don't know. I think you might be right in the best pitcher out there if you don't include Ohtani.
Yeah, definitely one of for sure.
Dang it,
Yeah,
Cardinals.
Sonny Gray was number 2.
There you go. Twins fans, I don't know what to tell you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Join the club.
You're like the Brewers, yeah.
Yep.
It's like
Yeah.
the Wild too. Wild are
Mm.
awful this year. Holy
Yeah,
cow!
and they fired their head coach today.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It's like the
we
Panthers.
won't,
it's
we
like
won't
all
bore
my
you with
teams.
hockey talk.
Oh, we'll talk about NFL instead, where the Panthers also fired their head coach today. That's 2 teams.
Yeah,
2 teams. And the Panthers, I wouldn't say I root for, but I'd root for them because I live here,
right.
and you have to root for them because they're like the laughing stock of the league.
It's true.
true.
2 fired coaches in one day. All right, should we a little more basketball to finish her off?
We have to. It's dangerous out there.
It's dangerous
Dude,
out there. How
this
dangerous
video
is it?
this video is horrible.
Yeah. We're not going to be posting the link to this. If you do want to go look, I don't even think we should screen share it.
Yeah, let's not.
But
Yeah.
Drew
We can
Smith,
talk about it.
unfortunately,
He's out
is
for the
not
season, you
going-
know.
He's
Yeah.
oh yeah. By the looks of that. What's interesting, I don't know how long this has been going. So this happened in Cleveland, and it kind of became more well known after big name players like LeBron from Cleveland and was, I believe, going to be playing there relatively soon. And so I think he was obviously following this pretty closely. Drew Smith was not involved directly in the play. In fact, he's just in the back. He's behind the shooter, which is kind of interesting. I don't know if he was just trying to go for a block from behind, but he was jumping and he landed awkwardly. And this is, I believe, one of the only courts, or if not the only court in the NBA, where there is a height difference between the playing surface and where fans in the bench sit. And I believe it's about a foot drop, 12 or I think it was 10 or 12 inches. So pretty close to a foot, which doesn't, obviously it's not like too terribly high. Like if you looked at it, you'd be like, oh, it's just slightly raised. But when players are landing, and especially this, it creates a very awkward scenario. And yeah, Drew Smith landed right on the edge. And unfortunately, that is not a position you can put the full weight of your body on an ankle. And yeah, I believe I don't know exactly the injury. I'm not an expert like Josh, but I think it probably was his knee. But yeah, it sucks. Or his Achilles.
I
I
think
don't
it was
know.
his ankle.
I would have
His
guessed
ankle?
more ankle. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so
Third degree
oh,
right ankle sprain
And
no,
Josh,
third degree ACL sprain.
or ACL. Sorry, the
So it
link
was his
didn't
knee.
load yet.
You were right.
Well, okay,
His ankle
that's a weird
also,
way.
yeah,
It's a weird way to address that injury, but okay.
it's
a grade 3 ACL sprain.
He tore his
Or his
ACL.
ACL. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
which
funny. That's so funny to me. Anyways.
you're laughing at his injury?
no,
No,
he's
it's just the
laughing
way
at the
that they
phrasing,
called it
at
a
the
grade 3
phrasing, at the
ACL sprain. Like,
phrasing.
just it's an ACL tear. Like,
It's a phrasing. That's like, anyways. Yeah, that's a bad look on the NBA. Now, is it like, could Cleveland have done something better? The people that put the court together, was something there and they're like, oh, it's like out of bounds, whatever. We don't need to worry about that. Do you think they messed up, or is it just these new courts? I mean, it's not like we know anything, but it sucks to see. I mean, the Heat are so injured. They're so injured right now. Jimmy Butler twisted his ankle the other day. Bam Adebayo is hit or miss. Drew Smith is now out for the season, so they can't catch a break right now. And then on top of this, there's this court problem. I don't know if anyone could have done anything about it. Do we just go back to the normal course and say, F it, we're done? This was fun. We can do the tournament still, but get rid of these designs.
It is caused by and this is something that Milwaukee used to have, where there is in a lot of American sports arenas, in particular cities that have a hockey and a professional basketball team, the basketball surface is put on top of the hockey ice, and that is the source of this issue. I don't know how they could actually change the situation. I mean, obviously, maybe they shrink the court, or I don't know if like the edge is where out of bounds begins. If they could maybe extend that surface, or maybe even put another like an outer ring of cushioning for players that maybe would extend that surface. But yeah, it's caused by the fact of, I don't know how many other stadiums are like this. The news kind of makes it seem like Cleveland is a one-off, but I know back in the day, the Bradley Center in Milwaukee, where the Bucks used to play, definitely had the dual surface. So I don't know if I've ever paid close enough attention to see if there was like a height difference, but apparently that's the cause of this in Cleveland.
They should sue.
Oh yeah,
like genuinely, I don't know. Like NBA, oh, big money suing for big money, but like that's bad. That's
and
bad.
it's probably an easy fix if you think about it, like having it be more gradual and slope, or have it extend, like Andrew said, extending it so that it's now nowhere near where the players could be jumping. I mean, was he jumping in a weird spot? Sure. But was it that far off the court? Not really. So like just extend it a couple more feet and you'd probably be okay. I thought it was a little weird how the players didn't try and like either catch him a little more or I don't know. They
Yeah.
all kind of like did a little this as his legs going down the gap. So I don't know.
It was just a
It's
surprise.
unfortunate. It's a little bit of a freak thing, but it should be easily avoidable. I don't know why that's even a thing because it shouldn't be.
Yeah. R.I.P.
All
Drew
right.
Smith and the
Yeah,
Heat.
hopefully quick recovery for him. But yeah,
Yep.
a grade 3 ACL sprain. Man, this was weird. Greg Popovich, Coach Pop.
Yes.
At first, before we dive too far into this, at first I was thinking,
We
it's
can
kinda
play the video
cool.
on this. This
Like-
is
Oh
great.
yeah.
like
Yeah, this is a good video to play.
Kawhi
And
did
then we
a
can
lot for
probably
that
hop
team.
into the fun section after this. This
Oh,
is a
yeah.
whole fun section.
Optimize.
We don't need to talk about
Nah, the other stuff.
yeah. Just it's controversial. We like to stay away from controversy. We already hinted at it earlier, but players doing stupid things off the court, we don't need to praise that. We don't need to really spread that around. If you own their Soul Rare card, though, I still stand by my stance, which I stand by my stance because that makes sense. Obviously, I do. But I will always say sell, sell, sell. And if you take an L, you take an L, but it's better to take a lowercase L than to lose all of your money on a Soul Rare card that is no longer usable because the player did something stupid or went to the Saudi League.
True.
But anyways, Pop. What's up, Pop?
We can't get
All
cards
right.
of him yet.
I like
Yeah,
at first I
Coach
thought
cards,
good for him,
bonus
standing
cards.
up
I think
for a
that'd be
former
sick.
player.
Like FIFA.
Coach cards.
Yeah. Well,
Class, it's not who
5%
we
bonus.
are. Knock off the booing.
and
I'm
then
telling the fans to lay off Kawhi Leonard.
oh man. Just the fact that they continue booing after he says stop booing. And then not only that, they were booing Kawhi.
Yep.
Like, that's not his team. They were booing the other team. If
No.
they were booing his team, it'd be like, all right.
Well, the history though, it's the history. Kawhi is his dude.
Right.
I don't know, man. It's very like
It's so funny. It's so
like
funny.
old man, like get off my lawn.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
it's weird. It's weird. You don't see anybody else doing it. And like I didn't even know that they had a mic. Like I know that the refs can go up to the mic and announce to the fans what's going on, but I thought that was like a hot mic, like you switch it on and off. I didn't know that you could just walk over to the
Yeah,
mic
man.
and start talking to the crowd.
That's the
Yeah.
national anthem mic, bro. That's the
Yeah.
mic that,
I
or that's the
guess.
mic. You know those gimmicks that they do in between while they're taking a TV timeout, where the
Right.
guy's like, all right, and first up to win $5,000 at this insane half court shot where you actually have to jump from a trampoline. That's the same mic, man.
Did
that's
you
what,
see what happened?
Yes,
Speaking
Nash,
of
you know
that?
why you're talking about the same thing that okay,
Yes.
so we're talking about ACL third degree tears.
Yeah.
what?
Was it who was it? Was it the
It was
Lakers?
the
Wait, I
Lakers.
saw this.
It
The
was
Lakers
The
had
guy
a
shoots
half court
shot.
contest at halftime. Not only does did he made it?
Right?
Right?
He did?
No.
No,
No.
he did not.
I think he
No.
missed. I think
totally
he
missed
missed
it.
completely. Yeah.
And
yeah,
not
yeah.
only did he miss it, he landed awkwardly on his knee and tore his ACL like while shooting in front of tens of thousands of people.
Oh yeah.
I don't do you think you had to be stretchered off? I don't really
Well,
what happened? Did you
because
go to the NBA team doctor?
the
Wait. If we're talking about it, we have to watch
Yeah.
it, right?
well the yes.
No,
The-
we
well,
can't watch ACL tears. Okay.
all right,
It
well, we
doesn't
can- we
look
can
that
stop.
bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But the guy shoots a half court shot. He's like running, and then he
Oh,
like
he airballed
steps
it.
funny,
No,
and
he
he's just
airballed
like,
it.
You have the distance. Anthony, come back, Anthony.
Oh no, and he holds the back of his knee.
oh, it's terrible.
no.
It's so
Oh.
bad. It's so bad. Like how, dude? Like he looks like a relatively like fit, normal guy,
Right.
and he's like just watching his shot go in and like trips over himself, and all of a sudden he's on the ground. It's like, oh man, it's
So
tough.
if you keep watching the guy, so the person that's running it from the Lakers organization is really trying to get him off the court. And this reminds me of a similar episode that happened with John Boy. Shout out to John Boy TV.
Oh,
John Boy
yeah.
was running the Milwaukee Brewers sausage race, and he completely ate it. That's another hilarious clip. But one thing
Oh,
that stood out from
man.
that is they did not stop at all to ask him if he was
Nope.
okay. They just were like, you got to get off this court. Like the game
Get
is
up.
starting. Like you need to get off. Like, and I'm pretty sure that's probably what was happening here too, where they're on a very tight schedule. Like I don't know what happened if they had to actually stretcher him off, but the guy with the clipboard is like, you need to go. We need to go. I don't care if you tore your ACL. Like we're going, and it's just it's crazy the schedules and the timelines that these people have to maintain. But yeah, you can see that a little bit in the clip too.
So I just quickly watched the end of it. It actually looks like it's his Achilles, not his ACL. But he gets
even-
up, takes
even
like a
worse.
step, and then kind of holds on to the guy with the clipboard.
Yes.
Takes a
Yes.
step and then kind of like stops, grimaces, it looks down and like can't walk anymore. Like it hits him that he's like, oh, something is not right. And
Oh,
he
it's
like
Achilles
stops,
for
he
sure.
like totally stops walking. You can see the moment of realization. He's like, he gets up, he takes a step, it's all good, and then he stops. He's like, and then he reaches
Well,
for his foot.
Well, and
That
then
would be the Achilles, yes.
clipboard
You're so
guys
right.
also like realizing the same moment, holy crap, this guy can't
Yeah.
walk anymore.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then he's
man.
he I think I don't know if he has like one of those like mall cop like radio talk or walkie talkies, but he
Oh
like
yeah,
I
he's
think
got
he
an
motions to
earpiece
someone.
in.
Yeah, he motions to someone who's like, yeah, we need to, if we get this guy's not okay.
He kind of like bends over the guy and like asks him if he's okay, and like looks over to the bench like, hey, like athletic staff,
Oh,
can we get
shoot.
some help over here? Oh, that's funny.
Speaking of liabilities, can the man sue the Lakers organization? Will we see a lawsuit coming from this?
There's no way.
No, he had
I
to
don't
sign
know.
something for that. He
Yeah.
probably signed something for that.
Yeah,
He could
that's why
claim
they
that there
sign
was
that
a
stuff.
sweat spot on the court, that he slipped on,
Ooh.
and
No,
they
but
were-
but it doesn't matter because he probably signed something the Lakers are not responsible for
true.
any injury that may occur during this competition.
Yeah,
That
well,
would
yeah,
be
we don't
smart,
need to
yeah.
get into
He had a
argument, but-
clipboard. The man
but
had
if
a
they-
clipboard. He
Dude,
signed something on
that's
that.
what was on the clipboard. Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
man.
That's
Shout
funny.
out to the Lakers lawyers. We'll see if there's a lawsuit that comes from this.
But yeah, we got very off track there. But the whole Popovich thing is weird to me. I'm not a fan. I don't think that's his place. And like, what player leaves a team and doesn't get booed when they go back? I mean, some teams like it's respect and you cheer for them, but other times it's like most players get booed. So it's weird. I don't know.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Oh,
All right.
wait, guys, wait, update.
Update.
The guy from the Lakers game is completely fine. No
What?
torn Achilles, no major injuries. He just tweaked it. So we got an update. This is why we do
Wow.
all of our good journalism here on the
Let's
pod.
go.
Because I was going to see if he sued, and in learning about this, he actually was okay. So we're good to go.
I think
We can
that's
laugh at the video
fake
now.
news.
Ooh.
I think the Lakers put that out there, and realistically, this dude ripped. He couldn't walk.
I would, if he truly is okay, I would like to see a second chance. I think he
Or-
should shoot another half court shot.
That's true. Or everything was fake news, and the man was just an actor.
That could be.
Everyone on Twitter was saying bro faked it because the shot was so bad.
Oh, that's good.
I might
That's
fake an
definitely
injury
not-
too. That it's like you go out with your glory, maybe get carted off. I don't know.
Tried so hard to give this dude the benefit of the doubt. Okay.
Oh,
That's
man.
amazing. That's awesome.
Oh, boys, we have a great finish here. We have a new game. A new
Whoa.
game called the Poodle.
Yaka Poodle. Hey.
Is it named after him?
We've done maybe not. Yeah,
I feel like maybe did we do that? We might have done this
just
last
because
year.
it
I don't
rhymes
know,
with
but
Wordle.
I think
Basketball
that's
player
hilarious.
Wordle. Let's do it. Who we guessing first?
Ooh,
Someone
Who
on
do
the
we
Lakers.
talk about the most? Kawhi?
Oh yeah, Kawhi.
Yeah,
That's
Kawhi.
good.
Drew
That's
Smith?
good.
you're making me spell Kawhi's name. God.
Yep.
Kaw, and it should pop up.
There you go. Oh wow.
Oh wow, the height
Close.
and the age, and the position. But a
Wait,
complete.
what?
Okay, so
Why
someone
is
in the
this
East.
yellow?
Yeah. What?
So it's in the east, but does that mean it's?
What?
Why is it yellow?
Or is it like the Lakers? Does that mean it's the Lakers?
No, that's
But-
the West.
But
Yeah.
they're the west. Yeah, that's weird.
6'7" forward. How about Chris Middleton?
It's a good guess.
He's 6. Oh,
Wow.
that was such a good guess.
Oh my god.
He's 6'7". He's 32. Okay, so why
Not
are the
in
Clippers
the
yellow?
central. That's weird.
Okay, let's
Maybe like
go.
similar colors.
Let's try Brandon Ingram.
Okay, that's right. The Pelicans are in the West.
Oh, they're
Um,
wait, what?
That's
yeah.
right.
Then
I
they're a
forgot
weird
that they were
one.
in the west.
Let's
What?
go. Let's go with
Someone on the Pacers? Halliburton?
They're not in the central though.
Oh, they're not in the Central. Good call. Good call. So,
how
yeah,
about
East
your boy
shooters.
for Boston? Someone on
Hmm.
Boston. Like Porzingis is
6'7".
taller than 6'7".
Yeah.
He is.
How
They
about
have a high
Peyton
number.
Pritchard?
Yeah.
Oh my god, sure.
Okay,
They're in the Atlantic.
the Atlantic.
But they're not
Beautiful.
on Boston.
Beautiful. Okay, this could be a Hornets player.
Or no. Hornets are southeast. I
You're
remember
right.
that from yesterday.
You're right. Okay, this
Could be the
Knicks.
Knicks.
Oh,
then.
Hawks.
Hawks or no, the Knicks. Probably someone on the Knicks. So is Jalen Brunson? No.
Brunson's short. Is it Julius Randle?
Yeah.
Randall's taller, isn't he?
No,
I mean,
6'8"?
guess it.
Ah,
Not the Knicks. He
Wait,
did
so
6'6".
it's-
He's 6'7". 6'7".
he's higher than number 30.
Okay.
Not
Oh,
on the
I'm
Knicks.
already gonna be honest with you. The jersey number to me is completely irrelevant. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's
there's
fair.
no way.
32.
Well, no. Okay. Higher than 30. Okay.
So Atlantic.
It's not irrelevant, but like. Okay.
Not on Boston or New York. Could be Brooklyn. Someone on Brooklyn.
Yeah, it could be Philly.
Would they be
Oh, is it-
Atlantic? Oh yeah, I guess they would probably be.
Is it Tyrese Maxey?
he's
Is he
younger than 32.
Yeah, I don't
isn't
think
he?
he's 32.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Wait,
Shoot,
Embiid?
32.
No, Embiid.
Embiid's
No.
got to be.
Taller than-
He's taller than 6'7".
Yeah.
Could it be Ben
Uh,
Simmons?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
is he
let's do it.
32?
Could be.
He's a little
It's been
older,
around
isn't
for a
he?
while.
He has,
around for-
but he's. Oh God,
He's only
it's not.
27.
It's not the Nets.
Okay, so it's got to be someone on Philly. It's got to be Philly.
You think?
Who else is in the Atlantic? The divisions to me, I like.
Well,
I'm
the
so bad
divisions
with the
these are made
divisions.
up. Right?
What is it? A forward?
Yeah.
So forward 6'7", 32.
So like Tobias Harris is a forward on the Sixers.
That's not a bad shout.
You think he's 32?
Just
Could
say
be.
we have to get the team.
Yeah. Let's do Harris.
I like that. I like that guess.
Oh, he's 31. Okay. Another forward.
Okay. Another forward on
Think so rare.
Tyrese Maxey. There's
Patrick Beverly is
oh,
older.
he could be 32. Yeah.
No,
Patrick
he's
Beverly's a good guess.
He's older. Oh my God, Andrew. How about recently traded Robert Covington?
Oh, yes.
Is he
That's
he's
a really good guess.
or is he Or is he a guard? No, he's a.
No, I
Do
think
it.
he's a power forward, isn't he? I like that. Let's go. Oh my god.
I woke up the dog.
Let's
Wow.
go.
That's our
Wow.
boy from earlier in the podcast.
Oh yeah.
For all the OG listeners out there, Robert Covington. What's his
Oh, yeah.
Sora average up to?
Ooh. Let's see. Search it up.
I'm looking
see-
him up on
wait, did you
Sorare
see
Day
my
right now. We're
awesome
gonna
trade
shout him
offer?
out.
18.
Let's go. He's selling for. You can get
Wait,
one
you
for
should buy-
$2.23.
There you go.
You should buy one for Black Friday, Josh.
I should bid on this guy.
Do it.
Robert Covington put up 29 points last week. I think his average might be dropping a little bit, huh? He hasn't had a wow game yet, but he's got a couple in the past. Hey,
He'll get more as the season goes on.
yeah. Use
Okay,
your
what's
credit.
his floor for 324?
Yeah.
Should I bid on
324
this?
for the new cards.
You can get one for $2.23, not new card.
So I should put
All
a
right,
bid
another
for
live
what?
bid.
Like,
Let's go.
what should I do it for? Like
100.
$3.99.
100.
And I'll bid 50.
I'm gonna do 375.
Nice.
For the record,
Oh, you can't.
No, I got my ETH wallet, bro. Oh,
You gotta put a
Showing
little
off.
more money in that.
I know. Go buy my James Harden.
okay.
How much you selling it for?
23 or something like that. 24.
Does he really sell for that much?
His new cards, dude.
Yeah,
That's
you.
crazy.
Alrighty, boys.
This is a good one.
All right, I'm distracted. Okay, here we go. As always, thank you for listening. Thank you for the support. Don't forget to check out the other social medias, Twitter, YouTube, or X, I should say. Thanks. Leave a review on Spotify. Give us
Yeah,
that
do it.
5-star rating, please. Thank you.
Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah. And as always, you just attended batting practice. Now you're ready to get in the game. Peace. Peace.